What's up, guys? Dayton and Bick back with another Triple Crown Sports podcast. We're going to do some college football review, some NFL review, and then we'll do college picks, NFL picks. Same old, same old. How you doing, Bick?
I'm good if you're talking about college football, horrible if we're talking about the NFL. Go Ducks, by the way. How you doing there?
Oh, I'm here. Charlotte, North Carolina. Traffic is dog shit.
Everybody's coming in town for that highly anticipated Panthers-Dolphins game this weekend.
They're actually coming in on a goddamn Wednesday. I damn sure know that.
Like I said, highly anticipated. We're battling for second worst team in the NFL.
Well, college football picks. I went 6-6. You went 7-5, and then NFL we both went 9-6-1.
I'm pretty sure I said tie.
I think we said nuke Jerry World.
What'd you say?
I said I'm pretty sure we said nuke Jerry World.
Hey, I count Newt Jerry World as tie. So you may have had the tie, but I called the tie. So
Where's the tea?
Ohio State beat Washington. That's no surprise. Washington is terrible. Notre Dame beat the absolute brakes off of Arkansas. I thought they would at least keep it close. Nope. Arkansas fired their head coach. Tennessee beat Mississippi State in overtime. Virginia beat Florida State in double overtime. Indiana barely squeaked by Iowa. Ole Miss beat LSU.
Bye-bye. I'm going to eat food.
Georgia, I was not.
My bad.
Georgia got beat by Bama at home. Their 33-game home streak comes to an end. Where the hell is DoorDash? Oh, it hasn't even left yet.
what about I think I don't even want to say it was the biggest surprise. I think the craziest thing in college football was the Florida State game.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know what happened between when I was in high school and a kid learning to play football and nowadays, but last time I checked, that's why you catch the ball with your hands and not your body. How do you bobble a ball 10 yards through the end zone and not make the catch? I don't understand it, but hey, go Virginia and get Florida State the fuck out of the top 10.
I don't even think Virginia is too terrible of a team either. I don't think it. I mean, it was State, but we'll find out if that was a bad loss or not. Just like the Alabama loss to Florida State early.
I will say Florida State came back. They were losing pretty much that whole game. Came back, took it to overtime. But I mean, it was just hard to tell with Virginia because Virginia had played nobody this season until they played Florida State, and they won it. So maybe they're going to be a threat there with only one loss in the ACC because outside of Miami and Florida State up until last week, nobody was really looking great in the ACC. So maybe Florida can sneak in there if they get another big win over Miami or some other team like SMU or something like that this season. I'd have to look at their schedule. Maybe they can get a big win over that. They'll be a contender in the ACC.
Somehow Notre Dame stayed alive, blowing out Arkansas I don't understand how Notre Dame's still ranked, but
I feel like Arkansas went into that game and forgot that Love was a player on the field.
I think they went into the game thinking if we lose this game, our head coach hits the road, then we find something new because it's been waiting to happen.
To be fair, what Notre Dame did to Arkansas is what everybody thought Notre Dame was going to do to everybody all year. They thought Love was going to be this just dominant force all year. And as long as the offense could have a somewhat passing game, he would carry them to victory. And Arkansas is the only one to let it happen so far. So Purdue doesn't count as a team. They're the Vanderbilt of the Big Ten.
Purdue's a little worse than Vanderbilt.
Maybe this year, but not historically, no.
Oh, no, historically, no. This year and last year, completely different teams.
Yeah.
The Oregon and Penn State game was terrible until the fourth quarter.
I don't know what you're talking about. I love that game.
Yeah, Oregon fan.
I love that game until the fourth quarter, okay? I love that game until the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter had my anxiety through the roof, dog.
As soon as you texted into the group chat, I fucking told you what was going to happen, and then they took it into
Penn State goes down and scores 2 touchdowns and gets back in the game.
Is about to eat his words.
But we saw that Drew Aller is horrible when the game is on the line.
Unless he's running the ball.
I mean, he didn't run the ball at all versus they couldn't run the ball at all against Oregon. Oregon took that 297 they ran on them and the Big Ten championship last year fucking personally because they didn't let them hardly get past the line of scrimmage. It was what's his face, number 5 for Penn State. Dante Moore. I hope the Panthers move on from Bryce Young and get Dante Moore. That kid, for never being a starter in his college career, that kid handled a wideout game fine. You never seen him get frustrated. He didn't make any mistakes in that game. No turnovers, nothing. I mean, he played a really good game for a wideout game at Penn State. So just want to say it. That number 1 Moore for Oregon, the true freshman, absolutely balled out on Penn State's defense this week. So I want to see what he does in the future, but he's going to be a problem. Ohio State came out and beat Washington, which we all kind of knew what was happening. This week they got another huge game on their schedule, Minnesota. So the number 1 team will get another win this week and stay there. God.
Yeah, they don't face another good team until they play Illinois.
Now, I mean, is Illinois a good team, or are they just squeaking out wins? Because Indiana beat the shit out of them, and then they beat USC. So I don't even know what to make of that. Fucking whatever's going on with the Fighting Illini, I don't even know.
Is Bama back?
I don't think Bama went away. I think Bama has growing pains of not having Nick Saban. And you don't just replace Nick Saban in a year. You don't really replace him in 2 years. I mean, you're completely changing the culture of Alabama football. And you got to even look at it. Kalen DeBoer, yeah, you got the transfer portal. You're recruiting kids every year. Like, I get that. But for the most part, they didn't lose a lot of people. They lost a good amount, but they didn't lose everybody.
I was going to say, as soon as he got hired, everybody dipped out on him except for, like, Milroe and Williams.
A lot of the big names did, but, most of your starters now were probably on that team when Nick Saban recruited them to that team. Because, if it was me, if I got recruited to Alabama, I ain't leaving because Nick Saban left. It's still Alabama. You're still going to be on the national stage. So a lot of their big star players left, yeah, but not all of them. I mean, he's still trying to build his program and everything the way he wants it. So I don't know if Alabama necessarily fell off as much as going through growing pains with the
I mean,
board.
it's the same situation that Indiana was in last year. They brought in a whole bunch of new transfers, and Kurt Signetti was still building his culture there. They just so happened that Indiana's never been good, so they haven't really had a tough schedule, really.
LSU proved that if you can just put point, if you can make it a shootout, that they can't compete.
I was about to. I got. Is Ole Miss real or is LSU frauds? I think Ole Miss is real.
I think Ole Miss is real. I don't think
I think
LSU's
they're going to
fraud
be
at all.
I think they're going to be a problem.
I think Lane Kifflin found a way to score on that defense, and LSU's offense is not known for putting up points. They're known for getting the lead early
They've
and
got a
just controlling the
They've got a
clock.
D2 quarterback starting for them right now, and he was their backup. Their starter's healthy now, but they decided to go with a hot hand, which I think was a smart move.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of like if your starting quarterback goes down, and you have a guy like when the year Drew Brees retired, I think, or the year before when he went down and old Teddy B came in and went 5-0. I was on board of keeping Teddy B at starting quarterback until he struggled, but they went back to Drew Brees, which is fair. But I've always been a fan of if the backup quarterback comes in and he's winning games, don't take him out until he starts struggling. I mean,
And if he starts
you're
struggling,
killing.
take him out at halftime of the game.
Yeah,
So that way
Alabama, Nick Saban and Alabama did against Georgia and switch quarterbacks at halftime.
and then
see
win a
what
natty.
yeah, and then win a natty. Yeah. I mean, then he did it the following year. He did the same thing, just the other way around and put back in Jalen Hurts and let Jalen Hurts win him a natty. So
And then there was a time last year, DeBoer, or no, it might have been Saban's last year. He did it with Milrow. He took Milrow out for a couple games and let him sit, and then put their backup in. I mean, Milrow wasn't injured or anything, but they wanted to try and figure something out for their offense.
yeah, Milrow was struggling that year. That was the problem.
But LSU defense is solid, but their offense,
they can't put up points. If it's a low scoring game, LSU will probably win the game. 98%.
they can't run the ball for shit right now.
Oh no, they don't have a running game. It's insane. I don't understand how a team can keep low points on the board, passing the ball or leaning on the pass more than the run, and still win low scoring games. But man, when it comes to a shootout, LSU just cannot put forward.
Georgia Tech almost lost to Wake Forest. I was sweating a little bit on my Haynes King talk.
I still don't know if Haynes King's Heisman right now. I mean, at this point,
so either.
I think at this point, Dante Moore is probably leading for Heisman right now. Any Mendoza's up there. Dante Moore.
Moore. There's a running back from Missouri. I guess he's been balling out right now. He's had like 3 straight games with like 100 or 150 plus rushing yards.
Yeah. Man, who was it? There's somebody else I was thinking of, and I can't remember his name.
Dante Moore is a favorite right now, and then Ty Simpson.
Oh yeah, Ty Simpson, Alabama's quarterback. Man, ever since that first game for Florida,
Jeremiah Smith is 3rd.
Yeah, well, that's because he keeps getting trashed, garbage time stats against trash teams.
I was about to say he didn't even do anything against Washington, and I was watching the.
He scored a touchdown in the first half, but outside of that, I mean, Washington should have been a team Ohio State put more points up on.
Hey, my boy Diego Pavia is moving up the ranks.
Oh my God! Yeah, we'll see. Because now
4th, Mendoza's 5th. Ole Miss's Trinidad Chambliss, he's 6th now, and Pavia's 7th. Pavia gets a win over Alabama this week.
Is it in Alabama or in Vandy? It's in Alabama, right?
It's at Bama. College game days will be there.
Yeah, good fucking luck. We're about to find out if your Vanderbilt team is real or not because they probably have the hardest second half of the season schedule out of any team in college football.
They're 10.5 point underdogs this game.
I don't think it's
If they
going to
don't
be
win,
that
I
big of a step
I
up.
see them keeping it close.
Yeah, I see him keeping it close, but I will be surprised and starting to get on board with you if Vanderbilt can go into Alabama and beat Alabama. Especially with how Alabama's been playing outside ever since that Florida State game at the beginning of the year.
Vandy's got a prove it game this week. Indiana's got a prove it game next week when they travel to Oregon.
I thought is that not this week? No, that is next
But
week.
Oregon
They
has
got
a
bye
bye,
this.
and I think Indiana has a bye also.
Yeah, they both got buys. I mean, that should be college game day next week.
I hope so. Last time
College game day
went
should be.
to Oregon was awesome.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's because Oregon has the best mascot in college football.
I agree. That Ducks got moxie.
Besides when he fell and lost his goddamn hat, but that's
I will say that this college football slate is pretty ass. There's like 3 good games this week. Our parlay shit to bed.
yeah.
We've been fucking sucking on picks here lately. After our first one, this time went downhill bad.
I'm taking Minnesota to cover the spread against Ohio State this week.
What is the spread for that game? Probably something outrageous. Come on, fucking load, phone. Washington has to go to Maryland. That'd be probably a good game. 23.5 is what Ohio State's favored by. Vandy goes to Alabama. Iowa State goes to Cincinnati.
Oh my God, that game will be about as entertaining as watching paint dry.
The Iowa State Cincy game?
Yeah,
It's just going to be a shootout. There's going to be no defense played.
I don't know if Iowa State can win a shootout.
Texas goes to Florida.
Ooh, man!
Virginia goes to
If this was week 0, I'd be thrilled about that game. God, let's see who can play worse, Lagway or Arch Manning.
Virginia goes to Louisville. Texas
think
Tech goes to Houston. Both undefeated right now.
I'm not going against the Red Raiders.
Miami goes to Florida State.
Why is that not?
Because it was originally going to be the college game day game, and then Florida State lost to Virginia.
Okay, Alabama has a loss going against an undefeated team. So, I don't know. This Vanderbilt-Alabama game better be a good one then. If that's
It's legit about the only decent game on the fucking slate.
I mean, Miami-Florida State is going to be a good game. And that has a lot of implications for the conference. So, because if Florida State loses again,
they're both undefeated.
Who?
Texas Tech and Houston, they're both undefeated.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a great game. I think Florida State Miami is going to be a really good game.
Fox Big
I
Noon
think.
kickoff game is Wisconsin at Michigan.
Oh man, that's also about as thrilling as watching paint dry.
And then Mississippi State goes to Texas A&M.
Mississippi State at Texas. So Texas A&M is going to beat the dog shit out of Mississippi State. I think Texas A&M is going to be a problem in the SEC this year.
I definitely didn't steal this from Pat McAfee show.
Yeah, not like always. Yeah, fine. Ooh, 5 big games this week. Hey.
Well, 4 actually, maybe 3. I'm not counting Florida as a big game, and I'm questionable on if Mississippi State and A&M is going to be a big game.
I think it's going to
I
be.
mean, Mississippi State took Tennessee to overtime. Other than that, these games are shit. Vandy, Alabama will be a good one. Miami, Florida State, and Tech and Houston. That's about the only decent ones. NFL's a little better. Pull up the NFL slate here.
Sorry, doing kid things. My thing with this week is college football is kind of one of those weeks where you're gonna find good games and unranked teams. Sure, if we went through the schedule, we could find a bunch of good games going on, but we're getting to that mid-season lull where teams are gonna start having their bye week.
Beginning of the season was like last year.
Yeah, it's just you're gonna get into teams having their first bye weeks of the year. So, I mean, those 5 games wouldn't be bad to watch. If you want to watch 2 quarterbacks struggle, watch Texas versus Florida. If you want to watch a good ACC game, you're gonna watch Miami, Florida State. The best game this weekend's probably going to be Vandy, Alabama. And then, I mean, honestly, you could watch A&M play Mississippi State because Mississippi State hasn't been bad, but A&M's
There's a couple games on here. I've learned if there's a 17.5-point spread, take the underdog team to cover it because like the past few weeks, 17.5 spreads, the underdogs have ended up winning the game. Like Syracuse plays SMU at SMU, and they're 17.5-point underdogs.
I have a question for you, though, real quick. Why do you have week 3 games up for the NFL?
Oh, my God. Wrong fucking games. God damn it. Wrong picture.
It's okay. We're a little slow on this podcast.
At least somebody – there we go. Week 5 games. That's what we're talking about.
What's more impressive, the week 5 games or the week 5 injury report for the team?
Which slate is better, the week 5 NFL games or the week 6 college games? Because these are pretty fucking bad too. I mean, you got the Rams versus the Niners. Niners, damn near whole offense is injured.
Ooh, Cowboys, yeah. Oh, man, look at this.
Vikings at the Browns in London. The Browns just named Dylan Gabriel their starter. The Vikings have Carson Wentz.
We got the Bears, Falcons. That's going to be a thriller. Titans, Cardinals will be entertaining. Jets, Cowboys will be great. Texans versus Ravens. That'll be boring as fuck.
Giants versus Saints, and the Saints are favored.
Yeah, Giants versus the Aints. Oh, and then you got the battle for second place, Carolina at Miami.
Oh, and you got the Detroit Lions at the Cincinnati fuck-offs.
And by second place, I mean second worst team in the NFL because no team is worse than the Saints.
I think there's one team that's worse, maybe, and it's the Titans. The Saints could at least put points on the damn board.
Yeah, well, the Titans' defense also keeps points off of the board.
Oh, that's one of my talking points, actually. I think the Titans head coach is on the fucking hot seat to be fired.
Yeah, I bet the Titans feel like idiots firing Vrabel right now.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't be mad if old Brian Callahan makes his way back up to Cincinnati to help old Jake Browning.
Well, fuck then. I'm more worried about the Sunday night football game where I hope Josh Allen beats the shit out of the Patriots for what the Patriots did to my Panthers. Man, that makes me go into this game here in a couple of weeks. Man, I can't wait to watch the Packers fucking shit all over the Panthers in person. It's going to be so awesome.
I think my DoorDash
So
is
great.
Maybe not.
Sight?
Well, they just messaged me, said I am here in the lobby because you're not at my door.
I don't want to go upstairs to your room, man.
Anyway, we'll keep talking. The Eagles barely got by the Buccaneers. I don't think that's a good win for the Eagles, considering that they really only had Ibuka to do anything.
Yeah, I mean, and then again, they barely won. I mean,
And if you watch
we
the
talked about it with Cruz, and the more I look at their schedule now, the games that they've been played, the more I see another cupcake schedule for the Eagles this year.
and if you watch the film, you can see Quinyon Mitchell holding on every single pass play.
Well, yeah, they don't call that shit, apparently.
It is
against the Eagles.
so bad.
I mean, he was doing it week 1 against the Cowboys. I thought Pickens was going to fight him on the field. So Quinyon might have had the fastest 40 time in his draft, but he has the worst coverage skills in his draft at this point. He may be fast, but he can't cover anybody without holding him. So I don't know. We'll see what happens because the Broncos look great against the shit-ass Bengals.
Yeah, this shit. I wonder why. We had 5 linemen that couldn't block 3 guys.
You put 4 people on one guy and then and just watch the 2 DNs decimate Browning.
Let's keep. Oh, DoorDash is actually here this time.
Yeah, I heard the knock.
Don't worry about me and my Wingstop.
Yeah, fat boys got to eat, huh?
Anyway.
Side note, since forgot to say it last podcast, it was nice seeing you driving down I-70 when I was driving.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God there wasn't a car next to me because I definitely would have sideswiped them.
For those that don't know, I do drive all over the country for work, and I had to go out to Kansas, and it just so happened Dick was leaving to go to
Illinois
to see his buddy, and we passed each other on the interstate.
Honking and waving out the windows like 2 idiots.
Looking like a bunch of dumbasses.
Swerving all over the road. Yeah, it was great.
I did say at the beginning of the year, I think the Giants are going to be decent if they get Dart starting, and they finally got Dart in.
Hey, the Vikings are going to have a problem this week with old Dylan Gabriel as the quarterback for the Browns.
You think so? I think he struggles
No.
with Brian Flores' defense.
I think that Minnesota defense is going to tear him apart like they tore
Now,
apart
do I
Brown.
think the game is going to stay close because the Vikings still have Carson Wentz at quarterback? Absolutely.
No, I don't think. Well, yeah. I mean, it's going to be a low-scoring game. It's going to be a defensive battle. And I mean, the Browns have a great
The over-under
defense.
for
So
that game is 35.5.
taking the under all day, dog. That game is going to be 10-6.
Neighbors destroyed his knee. Same with Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill had his leg turned around, so that was great.
Tyreek Hill's going to be out there. Neighbors is out
Don't
for
mind
the
my
year.
dog.
That kind of hurts the Giants a lot. Especially
That's why it's like Jackson Dart's in, and yeah, they got Cam Sky.
Exactly, yeah.
Who are they gonna throw the ball to?
Darius Slayton.
You know, there's a former Giant still out there on free agency that if probably could get into football shape pretty easily if they wanted to bring him back in, and that's
Let me guess. OBJ.
OBJ.
No, I just saw a thing today before I got to my hotel room. I just saw a thing on TikTok. It was Malik Neighbors played at LSU and got drafted in the first round. OBJ played at LSU. He got drafted in the first round. OBJ had a quarterback that played at Ole Miss. Malik Neighbors had a quarterback that played at Ole Miss. And they both happened to play for the Giants and blow their knees out. And then one of the comments said, so Malik Neighbors is going to have a phenomenal catch, and kids of different generations are going to talk about it forever.
He's talking about that gun sidetrack. I don't know if anybody's seen out there. Yeah, well, I'll tell you about it again. I think I sent it to you, a comparison between Joe Theismann and Alex leg injuries for them. Have you ever seen that comparison and how alike they both are? Give me 1 second, I'll pull it up because it's absolutely insane. The comparison between the two teams, the two injuries, it was crazy. Let me pull it up real quick and I will share it with you because it's honestly one of the craziest things I've seen in football, like just coincidences. So Joe Theismann and Alex Smith both suffered a broken right tibia and fibula. Joe Theismann's November 18th, 1985. Alex Smith happened on November 18th, 2018. They were both home games for the Redskins. They both happened on the 39-yard line. The final one, it was happened by both injuries were happened by three-time Defensive Player of the Year Lawrence Taylor and J.J. Watt. And in both games, the Pro Bowl left tackles were out. Joe Jacoby and Trent Williams. It's absolutely an insane, just an insane thing, like coincidence of what happened.
So can we agree that there shouldn't be ties in NFL football?
I have always been a fan of the NFL going to college style rules.
I did
Take it inside.
I think it's stupid that they're not. The dumbest thing I've ever heard of in football.
I think they should go to some kind of college style rules. Where
Did you hear Jerry Jones's press conference after the game?
no, what do you say?
They said, "Well, Jerry, what do you think of the game?" He's like, "Well, they got Micah, we got who we got, and the game ended in a tie. You tell me."
Great explanation, Jerry.
What the hell?
What did we just say?
And then Pat McAfee today, or the past couple of days on his show, he's been talking about for overtime. They should do the 10-minute overtime like they do. If nothing happens afterwards, instead of having a tie, do a like a penalty kick type of thing. Start at like the 40-yard line, do a snap, hold, and kick for each kicker, and move back like 5 or 10 yards after every kick, and then the first one miss loses.
I'm a fan of keep the 10-minute overtime, but then once it's done,
2-point conversions.
Either that or each team starts at the 15, and there's no first downs. You get 4 plays to score. If you can't score if both teams score in 4 plays, you drop the play count. All right, now you're starting at the 10, you get 3 plays. And then once you hit the 5, you have 1 fucking play.
I saw a thing, it was they should start at the 8-yard line and they get 1 play to score. And they just go back and forth.
Yeah, if they can't make it through the 10, they should do that because there's no reason why NFL games should be ending in ties. You don't allow it. You don't allow this shit in the postseason. You shouldn't allow it in the regular season. I think that they shouldn't play another quarter like they would do, and like they shouldn't keep playing full drives.
No, it should be like college. You started the 25 going in.
That game is still tied. Then they should go to situations trying to score. Whether it be like the 8-yard line or the 5 or the 2. I think the 2 is too much the Philadelphia Eagles are just win every overtime game from the tush. So.
Unless it's against the Bucs because they're scared.
Well, the Bucs have only been the only team to stop it. So. And
then, am I the only one that's seen the jet sweep with Saquon Barkley coming on the QB sneak?
Oh, on the fake push to Barkley outside run.
Yeah, you could literally. They even said on the commentators were even like, he's saying a little more than what should just be the tush push here. Watch out for something here. Proceeds to run a jet sweep to Saquon to the outside of the tush push.
To be fair, everybody's been saying it. Watch out for them to just start running fake tush pushes because everybody's actually looking at the tush push now. And honestly, I'm surprised it took this long for them to run a fake tush push.
I think they still false started on the fake tush push, and they still didn't call it.
No, they're never going to call it, man. I'm sorry to say it, but we talked about it when we saw schedule release, and now that I've actually seen it play, I don't think the Eagles have a good.
After you're done, can you play the game?
Oh, I'm busy.
I gotta say, Joe. I said this to somebody yesterday. I was looking at the Bengals schedule. I think Cincinnati. Okay, Cincinnati is 2-2 right now.
Yeah.
We play the Lions, the Packers, and the Steelers. Our next 3 games. We lose all 3 of those games. We're now 2-5. Then we play the Jets, Then we play the Bears. I think we can win both of those games. And then we're 4-5. And then we play the Steelers again. I think we beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh. So then we're 5-5. I said at the beginning of the year that I think we sweep the Ravens, split with the Steelers, do whatever with the Browns. So then that's what? 5-5, and then we play the Patriots. We beat them. We go 6-5, and then we play the Ravens on November 27th. And I believe Joe Burrow will either be back by that game or close to back. And then I think we can make a run for the playoffs because then we got Ravens, Bills, Ravens again, Dolphins, Cardinals, Browns. So we still got a chance. As soon as Vic gets back here, we'll go over. We'll do our college picks, and then we'll do our NFL picks, and then we'll do our bet and get out of here. I did have some football, like trading card packs that I was going to open up for us on the podcast, but I left them in my truck, and my big ass ain't going down there to get them. So, as soon as Vic gets back, we will do our college picks, NFL picks, and then we'll do our parlay picks. In the meantime, I'm going to look at some bets. Should I do an NFL pick or a college pick? Texans play the Ravens. Ravens are hurt as hell. Lamar's faking a hamstring injury just because he's getting blown out by the Chiefs. Chiefs play the Jags. Jags are actually favored. I think I might take the Colts money line versus the Raiders. I think that's what I would do, maybe. Unless there's some college ones.
I'm here. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. I was just waiting on you. Do your thing.
Getting groceries for the way.
Next possible picks I want to do for the parlay.
Yeah. Nothing.
I was telling them we'll go ahead and do some college picks and then our NFL picks and then our parlay, and we'll go ahead and get out of here. Another thing I had mentioned was the Ravens are injured as hell right now.
They are.
Yeah, Lamar's out. They got a few guys out on their defense. Lamar's out with a quote-unquote hamstring injury. I think he's kind of just milking it because they got blown out by the Chiefs, to be honest.
The quote-unquote dish didn't want to lose to the Chiefs like he's lost everybody else.
But we're going to do our college picks here real quick. And then move on to NFL and then our parlay and get the hell out of here. Oh, also, guys, if you haven't already, go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Triple Crown Sports on YouTube. The link is also in the Twitch description. I put out a post for us to reach 50 subscribers by the end of October, and we reached 50 subscribers this morning. So now I'm going to make a post tomorrow. We're going to do try and reach 100 subscribers by the end of the month of October. And then as soon as if we hit 100 subscribers by the end of October, we will do some sort of a giveaway. I think. Not quite sure what it's going to be or how people's going to be entered into it yet. Might be a box of NFL trading cards, possibly.
Yeah. We'll talk about it between us.
Yeah,
come up with
something out for that. But for sure, tomorrow a post is going to go up on my Facebook, my TikTok, and my Instagram. Basically saying that we want to get to 100 subscribers by the end of October, and then we're going to try and do a giveaway, I think. As soon as Bic's ready, we can go ahead and do our college picks.
Go for it.
We'll do the college game day game last again, Vandy at Bama. We'll start out with the ones here on the graphics. Texas Tech at Houston. Texas Tech is favored by 11.5, and they're both undefeated.
I'm going Texas Tech. I'm going to ride with the Red Raiders.
I'm with you. I think they got a freshman quarterback right now because their starter went down. But after watching how he played in the last game, and they're coming off a bye week, I'm with you. I think Texas Tech gets it on the road. Next is Texas at Florida. This game is going to be a shit bowl. I don't even really want to pick anybody to win, to be honest.
Well, college football can't end in a tie, so you got to pick somebody.
Yeah, I know. I'm not really sold on Florida right now. I'm not really sold on Texas, but it's at Florida. Texas's offense hasn't really been that good. Florida's defense has been pretty solid. What's the total? Is 41.5 for the over-under this game. I'm taking the under. But I'm also Bic disappeared. Sorry, guys. Bic has a kid, so he's got to help take care of her. It's all right. It's not that big a deal. I think I'm going to take Florida while we wait on Bic to get back here. He's probably going to pick Texas, but who knows? There he is. He's back.
Technical difficulty.
It's all right. I was just telling them I took Florida.
Stupid.
I'm going to take Florida at home.
Taking Florida at home. Part of me wants
They both
to,
got
but I
pretty
just
bad
don't believe
quarterbacks.
in Lagway.
Do what?
I don't believe in Lagway. So I think we're going to go against each other. I'm going to take Texas, even though I'd rather take a meteor hit in the fucking field.
This game's going to look like there's a meteor to hit the fucking field.
Yeah.
Next up, Mississippi State at Texas A&M.
I mean, is that really a question?
I believe Texas A&M is coming off of a bye week, and Mississippi State's just coming off of losing to Tennessee.
Nah, I believe Texas A&M's coming off a win.
I'm with you. I wouldn't be surprised if Mississippi State keeps it close.
Yeah, I think Texas A&M is going to win it just because it's not at Mississippi State.
It's a daytime game at Texas A&M.
Any game at Texas A&M is a hard game to play.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
saying
with
Mississippi
A&M
State's
also.
bad. I just think Texas A&M's better.
And then we got Miami at Florida State.
Oh man. Well, we got Vandy, Alabama. I mean, it's between those two games on Game of the Week for me.
Yeah, those are about the only two games I'm going to watch. Like, actually sit
Yeah.
down and watch.
I mean, the safe bet is to not go against Miami because Miami is undefeated.
But does Florida State bounce back from that tough loss against Virginia at home at night?
But yeah, I was about to say, but a night game at Florida State, coming off of a bad loss where they shouldn't have lost the way they lost. That wide receiver catches that ball with his hands and not his body, and that game goes to another overtime. I'm going to go Florida State. I think Florida State pulls off the quote-unquote upset and beats Miami at home.
I was about to say.
Just because I believe in Florida State's quarterback against Miami's defense more than I believe in Carson Beck ever. So
I was about to say I'm right there with you. I think they bounce back and get a huge bounce back.
Miami struggled against the big teams they played. Especially they struggled against Notre Dame. They didn't necessarily beat the brakes off of Notre Dame. They struggled against Florida. And you just haven't seen, outside of that Virginia game, at Virginia, Florida State struggled.
Do we think Bama's better than Miami?
Do we think Bama's better than Miami?
Yeah.
I think Ty Simpson is better than Carson Beck. So in the same breath, I would say Alabama's better than Miami.
I mean, it was a completely different Alabama team that Florida State beat at the beginning of the year compared to now. But
yeah, it was Ty Simpson's first game. It was a big game. That's why I'm not I get they like the big games week 1 because it draws everybody into the season. But I said it about the Ohio State Texas game. I'll say it about the Alabama Florida State game. Those should have been games played week 3 or 4, not week 1.
Should have been played now.
Too many new quarterbacks this year, and I think Ty Simpson's honestly one of the better new quarterbacks. I think he just had a bad game against a very tough Florida State defense. Because Ty Simpson has looked phenomenal since that game. I think Alabama's better than Miami.
Next up, we'll do Iowa State at Cincinnati. Iowa State is favored, I believe.
At Cincinnati, though?
At Cincinnati, their quarterback's a pretty solid quarterback, I'll be honest. He can run and throw.
Just have a big win.
Cincinnati is favored by 1.5. Well, technically it's
at home.
Yeah.
That means they pretty much have them dead even. They're just giving Cincinnati the advantage because they're at home.
Yeah, Quebec's pretty good too. Iowa State's quarterback.
Yeah. Dude, every time I go against Iowa State, they win.
I played one college football 26 game with Cincinnati's quarterback, so I'm going to ride with them. One game I played as Iowa State, I got shit on.
I mean,
don't get me wrong. I like both these teams.
Who has Cincinnati played this year?
They beat Nebraska.
They did beat Nebraska?
Yeah. No, they lost to Nebraska. Sorry.
I was about to say.
They played that game at the Chiefs Stadium.
Who did they play last week? Cincinnati. this last weekend?
They just beat Kansas 37-34.
Yeah. Okay.
They beat Bowling Green 34-20.
So are they undefeated or they have a loss? They have one loss, right?
Cincinnati has one loss. Yes, they're 3-1, and Iowa State is 5-0.
Give me Iowa State. I'm
Cincinnati.
not going against the Cyclones. As much
Cincinnati
as it
lost to
tells me
Nebraska
that.
by 3. They beat Bowling Green. Beat whoever the hell this is by 70. And then beat Kansas by 3.
And this ain't a bad squad. It just Iowa State's shown that they can beat better teams. Because I like Kansas, but K-State's right there with Kansas. Iowa State beat them.
And then Iowa State's beat Kansas State, South Dakota. They beat Iowa by 3. They beat Arkansas State by 18. Beat Arizona State 39-4 or Arizona 39-14.
Yeah, I'm riding with the Cyclones.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna regret it, but I'm gonna flip them as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride with the Cyclones. I think they got a better resume. They are undefeated. And I think it's gonna be them and Texas Tech in the Big 12 championship game, honestly.
Next is Virginia at Louisville. I'm just gonna get this out real quick. I'm taking Louisville.
Oh, dude, it's at Louisville is the only reason I can't pick Virginia.
I don't know if Louisville or I don't know if Virginia's a bad team or a good team. I don't know if
They
that
just
one
had
game
their-
just so happened to be, like one of those fluke games where they
Are
get
they a
away.
one-hit wonder is what we're
Yes,
wondering.
yes.
And I think that as
they
much
are.
as they're a solid team, I am still going to take Louisville at home against them.
Then we got Wisconsin at Michigan.
Michigan.
Yeah, there's not even a reason to talk about
For
that.
my people that bet, it's a solid bet. Take Justice Haynes, running back from Michigan, anytime touchdown.
Wisconsin, I
It
think,
will.
17.5-point underdogs.
Who is?
Wisconsin, 17.5-point underdogs, I believe.
I don't know if it'd be that big of a difference. I could see it, but Wisconsin played Alabama pretty solid. So. Yeah, I think Michigan.
I guess
You don't go into Ann Arbor and beat Michigan.
Vanderbilt plays at Alabama at 3:30. So Miami's the team.
Yeah, and Alabama beats Vandy at 3:30. Got it.
Yeah, Wisconsin's 17.5-point underdogs, and their offense is just horrendous.
Yeah, I'm going with Michigan to run the ball down their throats for 4 quarters.
And then the last one, the college game day game. My Vanderbilt Commodores.
You say my like you've been a lifelong Vanderbilt fan.
I've been a lifelong fan of Diego Pavia.
Oh my God, shut up.
Vanderbilt at Alabama. Both undefeated.
Alabama
I
is
know who
not,
the hell you're going with. So.
Alabama is not undefeated.
Oh, shit. Yeah, fuck me. I don't know that.
Yeah, I'm going Alabama at home.
Yeah, I'm going with the fucking Commodores.
If it was in Vanderbilt, might change my mind.
I'm going Vandy to win the 3:30 kickoff game in Alabama. I think Alabama has another letdown like they did last year after beating Georgia.
I don't. I think they got their shit figured out. I think they got a better throwing quarterback. And
if Vanderbilt wins this game and Diego Pavia plays solid, wouldn't be surprised to see him jump up in the Heisman.
Yeah, well, not to number 1.
I don't know.
Especially after next week when Dante Moore comes out and we shit all over the Hoosiers in Eugene. So,
All right, buddy. I don't think that's going to happen.
yeah. Says the same Indiana team that struggled against the fucking unranked Iowa team.
Okay,
So,
Iowa has a good defense, okay?
guess who else has a good defense? Oregon. Guess who has a better offense? Oregon.
I don't know about that one.
Better than Iowa?
Oh, better than Iowa, not better than Indiana.
You struggled to beat in Iowa.
You
Are we-
should be Penn State.
Penn State was the number 2 team in the nation, you fuck.
Okay, and their defenses they look like Iowa.
Oh
They
my
look
god.
like Iowa.
That's not what you were saying last week when
It's
you
not
picked
what I
Penn
was
State.
saying. And then
That's
I
not what you were saying last week when you picked Penn State.
And then
Nah, I
I
don't
finally
wanna-
watch you play somebody decent. You know what's going to happen when Ohio State plays somebody fucking decent? They're going to get shit canned.
Yeah, they haven't played anybody decent all year. I don't give a fuck what Texas's record is. That
Texas
offense
is
is
god awful.
horrible.
They have yet to play anybody good. Ohio
Yeah.
State has yet to play anybody good. Oh, but we beat Ohio. They're going to win the MAC.
Yeah, exactly. The MAC. No. So you're gonna sit here and say that Iowa is the same as Oregon?
I didn't say that. I said they're the same as Penn State.
I know, but we're talking
Iowa has a
about
better defense than Oregon. Offense.
we
hell,
won our game. We won our game.
That's okay. That's okay. We'll see
Our
next
defense
week,
won
buddy.
our game.
We'll see
Our
next
defense
week in
shut down the
Eugene.
best running game in the league.
You know what? I hope to God that Oregon-Indiana game, Fox noon kickoff says, you know what? That's our game of the week right there, and it's a fucking noon kickoff. I hope to God.
That is not going to be a noon kickoff game
I don't know. It's Fox noon, and they don't have any other bigger
because
games.
that is in Oregon. That is not going to be a noon kickoff game because that means that game would kick off at like 10 o'clock Oregon time. There's no way. Yeah, remember, that's a West Coast game. There's
Yeah, I
no
know.
way that game's a noon game.
They did big noon kickoff last year when Penn State went to USC.
Well, look that motherfucker. Look that picture up right now. See if it has the time. It should have the time.
Because it says to be determined.
Mm,
Because they're
That's
probably waiting on
because-
college game day.
yep, they're waiting on game day to determine what time that game's going to be. They want to see how this week's games play out to determine if that's going to be the prime game of the day or not. So, even though it should be, let's be real. 2 top 10 teams playing in week, what is next week, 6 or 7? In week 7, you got 2 top 10 teams playing.
It'd be a college game day game, but they've been there before, and they've had it be a big noon kickoff, just like Ohio State and Texas this year.
Well, Indiana better hope it's a noon kickoff game. It doesn't matter. It's going to be loud. Oregon's on a crazy-ass home game streak, and we are not going to be like the other teams this year on home game streak.
It's still going to be a good game either way.
Yeah, I think it's going to be – nah, I don't think it's going to be as high scoring as everybody thinks it might be. I think it might be about 50, 52 points total in that game. Unless Oregon comes out and just puts up a thing that says, all right, we're playing a top 5 team in the Big Ten. Let's go out and beat the shit out of them, which Dan Lanning's been known to do. So,
All right. We'll move on to NFL.
oh, yay, I can't wait.
Thursday night, Niners at the Rams.
Rams.
This says 5.
The Rams are basically
favorite, but they're a lot higher now because of Purdy being
Uh,
out. Pearsall,
I was about to say,
Jennings
the
out.
Rams are playing the practice squad of the 49ers at this point. So,
Yeah, I mean, they got Mac Jones, who did solid after Purdy went down the first time, but he actually had people to throw to. I think Kittle's back, but Kittle and CMC can't carry him to that win, I don't think. Not with going against Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, Kyron Williams, Tutu Atwell.
Yeah, I mean, I'm taking Rams. I don't need that's not even
Yep,
a
I'm
question.
right there with you.
Yeah, it's not even a question.
Then we got Carson Wentz and the Vikings at the Dylan Gabriel Cleveland Browns in London. The Browns are the home team.
How do the Vikings play 2 games in Europe and they're the away team for both of
I have no idea.
them?
That's another reason I'm taking the Vikings is they've been over there for the last week or week and a half.
I think the Vikings are the better. I'm not going with the rookie quarterback with
Not
the
either. Not
Cleveland
against Brian
Browns offense.
Flores' defense.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not, they're going against Brian Flores' defense, and then they're also don't have an offense. So a rookie, Dylan Gabriel, is not going to come in there
And they have
and
Quinshawn
win that game.
Judkins as their running back one right now. So you got 2 rookies. They also have a rookie tight end, and his last name's Fannin to go along
Yeah.
with Njoku. Their only wide receiver they really got's Judy.
And Minnesota's going to have him locked down. So I'm taking Minnesota.
And they got Justin Jefferson. The Vikings have Justin Jefferson, and they have Hawkinson.
I mean, Jordan Addison's back.
That's why
Adam Thielen's still there.
Aaron Jones is out, but Jordan Mason's.
I mean, to be fair, even when Aaron Jones was playing, Jordan Mason was getting the majority of the carry.
Yeah, I think the Vikings win this one.
Yeah, I think they have a bounce back week in Europe. I think they leave Europe 1-1.
Next, we got the Broncos at the Eagles.
God, I don't have any rubbing alcohol to wash my mouth with after this.
Question are the Eagles going to try and air the ball out this game, being that A.J. Brown is terribly unhappy right now?
I'm sure they want to, but I'm sure the Broncos know that. And do we really think A.J. Brown's going to catch shit with Surtain all over him?
Baker Mayfield was listed as a non-participant on the team's estimated injury report because of right biceps and knee injuries.
And well, yeah, he got his ass handed to him in that game.
Yeah, so he's going to be questionable against the Seahawks. And
That's going to be a hell of a game, but without Mike
Evans, Chris Godwin's only in his second game back. Will Baker play now?
Yeah. As far as the Broncos, Eagles, for the sake of a pick, I'm picking the Eagles. But I am on the Bronco bandwagon this week. God, I want a Bronco win this week.
I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, I hope I get that pick wrong. I'm taking the Eagles to get the pick right. But man, I hope I get that pick wrong. We don't need any undefeated teams in the NFL.
Also,
let's just let the Dolphins have their fucking record and get the Eagles a loss.
Can we talk about how Cruz was talking about how Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback and he went 0 for 8 on passing completions in the second half?
There is nothing out there other than they win games that shows Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback. Jalen Hurts does nothing exceptional with that football besides just win games. Which, in fairness, that's what you're doing in football. Is your goal is to win games. Stats don't matter.
But he is not the sole reason that they're winning. You could throw any quarterback you want in there and win games.
Mm-hmm. Honestly,
Jake Browning could go in there and win games right now.
I mean, Kenny Pickett won games there. So, I mean, but
Kenny Pickett put up better stats when Jalen Hurts was out than Jalen.
Saquon is having a sophomore slump in his 8th season in the NFL.
Him and Derrick Henry?
Yeah, well, Derrick Henry just can't hold on to the fucking ball. It's like he has these good games, and in the good games, he fumbles the ball, and then the next game, he just shits the bed. That's how it's been all season. Honestly, Jalen Hurts has done nothing this season to prove he is even a top 5 quarterback, statistically or just overall a top 5 quarterback. the team is winning. Jalen is not winning these games for him. So, like, it's so hard to put him out there because you have quarterbacks that are legit. Like, yeah, we won this game, and it was because I threw for over 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. Or you had the Josh Allens that are going to throw for 2 touchdowns, but also going to run and get it. And then him breaking a 28-yard run and Cruz going dual threat. Jalen Hurts isn't a dual threat. He can run. I'll say that. He can scramble. But Jalen Hurts is not every quarterback in the NFL at this point can run. I mean, there's not a quarterback really that I can think of that's a starter.
Run the other day.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's not, outside of maybe Stafford, and he still has a little bit of wheels on him, but he's also 85 years old.
Aaron
Rodgers and Joe Flacco
running yesterday or on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, quarterbacks have to be able to move, but just because you run the ball past the line of scrimmage a few times does not make you a dual threat quarterback.
I mean, hell, the only reason the Cowboys were in that Packers game was because of Dak Prescott.
The only reason the Eagles beat the Buccaneers is because Mike Evans wasn't playing.
Yeah,
because if they would have had another wide receiver for fucking Baker,
hasn't been playing for God knows how many days.
Yeah, and I mean, Chris Godwin's getting his quota of 5 games this season, and right now, and then he'll get hurt again. But
help him do shit.
No, Bucky Irving couldn't do anything. I mean, it was all in Buka, and just think about that. And Buka shit all over them. If they would have had Mike Evans in that game, I think they score. Yeah, I think they score on the last drive because then one of them is not going to be getting held by Mitchell. So I think honestly that there's no way that the Eagles are going to win. It's going to be a defensive battle in the Broncos-Eagles game, hands down. Jalen Hurts will probably get some trash garbage time touchdowns, but I think they win. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I think the Eagles win, but I'm hoping I'm wrong. Just because I'm tired of the Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is undefeated in his last 18 games. Okay. How many of those games did Jalen Hurts win? Compared to how many of those games did Saquon win for them running the ball? How many of those games were won by their defense? Because I'll argue their defense and special teams have been the reason they've won games this year, not their offense.
That's the only reason they beat the Rams.
Yep. I mean, that's the only reason they beat anybody. Their last 2 weeks, it's been all them. So, I mean, I'll argue all day that their defense is winning them games right now. And if they have to go against the high-powered offense that they're going to have to do here soon against the Packers, if the Panthers offense can stay healthy, I mean, it's going to be a struggle for them. If they play the Rams again in the playoffs, the Eagles should be worried. Because there's no way you're blocking field goals like that again. Next game.
Next up is we'll do the Texans at the Ravens. Texans have looked like utter dog shit, and the Ravens have like all their team injured, and they're starting Cooper Rush.
Tie. I can't even pick. I can't even safely pick the Texans because they literally let Stroud get sacked as soon as he hiked the ball. Didn't even block the best defensive player on the field for the Titans. Did you see that play?
I just realized I don't even have the Texans-Ravens game written down.
I mean, if you look, go watch it. You can find it. If I find it, I'll send it to you. There is a play in the Titans-Texans game where Simmons, the defensive lineman for the Titans, their best player on defense, hands down, he's lined up over center. The Texans call hike, and their linemen pull. Nobody picks up Simmons, and he literally sacks C.J. Stroud. I mean, he immediately has a hold of C.J. Stroud and is taking him to the ground. It's like the quickest sack in NFL history. It was like a Palomalu without jumping over the line. It was insane. Go look it up. I'm telling you, it's fucking hilarious. So
I'm
with
still
that being
taking the
said,
Texans.
absolutely not. I'm taking the Ravens. I'm going with Cooper Rush. I don't give a shit if Lamar's hurt.
I know. I think all they got to do is shut down fucking Derrick Henry, and the Texans might win this game by like a field
Yeah,
goal,
well,
9-6.
apparently to beat the Texans this year, all you gotta do is breathe, and you're gonna win that game. So, no, God, for the love of God, give me the Ravens.
I think the Ravens are done, whether they win or not.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not taking the Ravens to win the fucking Super Bowl, but I'm taking them to beat the Texans.
Next, we'll do Raiders at the Colts.
Colts. Gino looked horrible throwing the ball this year. Ashton Genty came alive. He came alive against the Bears, but Gino threw fucking 3 interceptions. So it doesn't matter.
Field goal.
Yeah. So, I mean, a blocked field goal. A blocked field goal. Another
I will say, though, we both picked the Bears.
I did pick the Bears. I'm not a believer.
I'm not either.
I'm not a believer in Geno Smith.
Caleb Williams is ass. Geno Smith has been playing like ass.
I'm going with Danny Dimes.
Danny fucking Dimes.
I'm going with Danny Dimes to get the win over the Raiders. It's not saying I'm on your board with Danny Dimes and the Colts because they did just lose to the Rams. And I told you I would hop on board if they got in. They played a great game.
He played
but
great.
They lost.
But then our wide receiver, I'm claiming him as my team now.
Yeah, whatever you say, Bengals fan.
I'm like Cruz. I'm a Ohio State bandwagon.
Yeah, I can't wait for the World Series when he's all of a sudden a Phillies fan.
But no, Danny Dimes played great, and then their wide receiver number 10, he decided, hey, let me drop the football before I go across the goal line, and let me make it worse. Jonathan Taylor's going to run down to take the game-leading touchdown, and I'm going to hold a guy that's not even really effective to play hardly.
I want them to look in the number 10. I feel like he had money on the Rams to win that game, and he sold the game because of it. I think it just Calvin Ridley'd that game, and it's getting away with it. I want an investigation by the NFL.
All right, we're going to the next game.
Yeah.
Giants,
and if it comes out that it happens, I just want everybody to click that I was right. Giants at the Saints? Why are we talking about this game?
Neighbors.
Why are we talking? I don't care if they didn't have their starting offensive line. They're playing the fucking Aints. I said it before. I wouldn't be surprised if the Saints go 0-17 this year. God damn, they can't put anybody at quarterback without that motherfucker throwing an interception. And they're about to go against one of the best defenses in the league. It doesn't matter what the Giants have. All they got to do is just get a field goal on the board. Because the Saints are not going to move the fucking ball against the fucking Giants. The Giants just beat the Chargers, and I'll argue the Chargers are a top 3 team in the AFC right now.
You're going to hate me.
I swear to God, if you're taking the Saints, we're going to fight. All the shit you talked about Jackson Dart this year.
He didn't have anybody to throw to.
He didn't have anybody for half of the game last week, and they still beat the Chargers.
Yeah, because Cam Scatterboo.
But guess what? They got Cam Scatterboo this week. You know what? Take the Saints. No, take the Saints.
Give me the Saints.
You're an idiot. Oh, God.
They would have had the Bills beat if not for Olave throwing a pick.
Oh, the Bills. They were not beating the Bills.
If Olave doesn't throw a pick, they're up 17-14.
What was the final score of that Saints-Bills game?
I don't remember, but it was fairly close, wasn't it?
Like 38-31 or some shit like that?
31-19.
Yeah, fairly close. It was a 2-score game. Shut the fuck up. Move on to the next
for
game.
126 yards, okay?
I can't believe you have dick rided Jackson Dart all year, and you're picking the fucking Saints.
I was until neighbors died.
I don't give a fuck. I cannot believe you
know
just
what?
picked the Saints to beat the Giants.
Hmm.
You just don't want to beat me at all in any week of NFL, do you?
Hey, we tied, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's not a win. Go ask the Cowboys and Packers. Not a win, dog.
I'm taking the Giants.
No, take your Saints.
Nope,
Take your Saints.
I'm taking the Giants. Give me Jackson Dart, Kent Scatterboon. If I'm fucking wrong, I'm beating your ass.
You could try.
Without the B.
Yeah. Whoa.
Family friendly.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Next is Cowboys at the Jets.
I mean, dude, come on. Justin Fields, I thought was going to be great. And he's going to play just good enough to keep the Jets in this game. But the Cowboys are going to win. Cowboys are going to win this game.
They go to New York. They got to go to the Jets.
I really don't think it matters. If it was the Giants, be a little bit more worried about it. But the Jets have not looked good. I mean, they just lost to the Dolphins. They're 0-4. I'm not taking them over the Cowboys. The Cowboys have a better record than them, and they have a fucking tie. So,
all right, we're both on the Cowboys. Next, the Miami Dolphins at your Carolina Panthers.
they're not mine. I'm not claiming them anymore. If they're on the road, I'm never claiming them again. 1 in 15 on the road for Bryce.
They're at home. They don't have to worry about a Tyreek Hill. They just got to worry about Jalen Waddle and Darren Waller and Devon A.
Old man Waller.
Going crazy.
Yeah, I thought he retired.
He did.
Did he
came
not?
out of retirement just to go play for Miami.
Ew. Gross. Why?
I don't know. Yeah, he retired with the Broncos and then came out of retirement to go play for the Miami Dolphins.
Oh,
Well, give me the Panthers at home.
Give me the Panthers at home. Hey, if we win every home game, at least we'll be 50-50, basically. I got it. We start Andy Dalton on the road. We start Bryce Young at home. Look at that. I found the winning recipe.
Got a chance. Next
God.
is Titans at the Cardinals.
God. Tie.
I'm picking the Cardinals.
Tie. Cardinals looked horrible last week, though. Oh, dude. The Seahawks on Thursday night. I mean, I guess they didn't look super horrible, but they didn't look great.
But the Seahawks didn't look like the Seahawks.
No, they didn't. The Seahawks struggled.
I will say the defense is pretty solid. That's about the only thing they got going.
And they're playing who again? Who was that game again? I just completely blanked.
Cardinals versus the Titans.
Oh, yeah. The Titans have no offense at all.
They play at
Cam can't throw the ball. Nobody can catch it. Give me the Cardinals. God, give me the Cardinals. Jeez.
And then the Lions at the Bengals. I already know who the fuck I'm picking. I assume I know who you're picking. So we'll just go next game.
Fucking Lions by 50.
You know, I was looking on DraftKings, and you can adjust what you think the team's going to win by.
Alternate spreads.
Alternate spread, and I almost maxed that bitch out to 25.
Wouldn't surprise me. You guys couldn't beat the fucking Broncos. You were not beating the Lions, even if you
we're
were
going to get fucking manhandled. I wouldn't be surprised if Jamar Chase and T. come out of the game at halftime.
Fucking, you guys are gonna bench your starters like the Panthers did against.
I'm not even watching the fucking game. Okay, I don't need that disappointment.
I'm just curious as to which Lions offense is gonna show up. the running game or the passing
If it
game.
makes me feel any better, I'm going to put a bet in after we're done with this of Penei Sewell anytime touchdown. If that makes you feel how
Speaking of left tackles getting touchdowns, what about fucking Alabama giving the ball to their starting left tackle and him truck sticking his own running back?
Bengals need to tank the rest of the year and fucking draft that guy.
Yeah, goddamn, dude, something to help out Joe Burrow or Jake Browning next year. Jesus Christ.
All right, next
No,
Bucks
Lions.
and Seahawks.
Bucks and Seahawks.
Mike
Baker's
Evans
beat up.
Baker's questionable right now. I think Baker will play.
I think Baker will play, but the problem is Mbuka now gets Witherspoon all over him, and Witherspoon is a great corner. He's better than Quinyon Mitchell for sure.
Question is Chris Godwin going to show up?
Even if he does, he's only showing up for 4 touchdowns, about 80 yards, and 4 catches, 80 yards, and maybe a touchdown. So,
Take some weight off of Ibuka's shoulders, though.
Yeah, but I'm still going Seahawks. Seahawks have looked great this year. I think they will be better if Jalen Milroe is in the game, but the Seahawks have looked better this year.
Yeah, I think
I'm going Seahawks.
As much as I want the Bucks to win,
I don't. I'm a Panthers fan. I hope the Bucks fucking lose.
I think I'm going Seahawks with you, but I want the Bucks to win. I wouldn't be surprised if Kate Otten finds the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Bucky Irving has a bigger game. But the Bucks got to show that they can win games without Mike Evans in there, and then they can't so far. So we're 0-1 this year without him.
You think Ibuka is better than Marvin Harrison?
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. Is it Marvin Harrison's fault or is it Kyler Murray's fault? Because Marvin can only be as good as he's thrown the ball.
He had a couple balls to him that he should have caught that he dropped. The guy had the.
Well, yeah, everybody drops passes. I don't hold drop passes against people so much that I'm taking another person over. Look at it. And Mbuka went into an offense where he didn't have to be the number 1 wide receiver. Yeah, they had a number 1 in Mike, and they have a better quarterback in Baker Mayfield. But Marvin Harrison went to the Cardinals where he is solely number 1, wide receiver 1 since the day he walked into the facility. Since they called his name, Roger Goodell said his name, going to Arizona Cardinals, he's been wide receiver 1.
I'm flipping to the Bucks.
Dude, I'm going Seahawks, but I wouldn't be surprised if Baker pulls it off against the Seahawks. But it's one of those ones I'm not going to pick the Bucks if Baker's questionable. I can't. If Baker's playing, I'm Bucks. If Baker's playing, I'm Bucks all day. But if Baker's not playing, I'm taking Seahawks.
That's the one part that sucks about doing this on Wednesdays.
Yep.
Well, fuck it, we ball. Comments at the Chargers. Jaden Daniels is supposed to be back. I don't think it matters because he's been playing like shit.
I think the Chargers bounce back with a win at home.
Yep, I agree with you. The Chargers are favored by 2.5. That's it.
I mean, don't get it wrong. The Commies have been good, even without Jaden Daniels.
Well, yeah, Mario's been playing good until he played the Falcons.
Yeah. Until they played the Falcons and forgot how to play fucking football. So.
Next up is the Patriots at the Bills. Sunday night. I lied. Yeah. Sunday night. Is the Steelers, Packers, Bears, and Falcons all have bye weeks.
Yep. Bills.
I'm with you.
I'm riding with Josh Allen, MVP this year, and I think the Bills are going to be playing in Super Bowl at the end of the year. I think Bills are going to have home field through the playoffs.
I think they're not going to have a challenge in the playoffs other than maybe the Steelers, because the Ravens
or
aren't
the
gonna make
Colts.
it, or the
Or the
Colts.
Colts.
The Steelers or the Colts.
Yeah.
Ravens ain't making it. The Bengals ain't making it. The Chiefs might make it.
Chiefs might squeak a wild card game, but they're going to have to go to Orchard Park in the playoffs. And I mean, this is the last season for Orchard. I think that the Bills are going to get home field. They're going to play home field through the playoffs at Orchard. And I think they're going to be sitting there having to listen to fucking Bad Bunny at halftime when they're playing in the Super Bowl.
Another thing, that is a terrible choice for the fucking halftime.
God damn, can't wait to not.
Can we pick somebody that could at least sing English?
I mean, it's not even that. Can we just pick somebody good?
Anyway, Chiefs at the Jags. Chiefs are favored by 3.5.
I hope the Jags win, but I'm going Chiefs.
I kind of don't like the Jags, but like the Jags at the same time. I don't like Trevor Lawrence, but I like ETN, and I like Brian Thomas.
I think the Jags have a better offense.
Niners.
Huh?
I said the Jags just beat the Niners, but then the Chiefs just dismantled the Ravens, literally.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Chiefs are going to win this game. I think the Chiefs might have figured out how to play football this year. Maybe.
When is Bryce back?
What he had
like this week?
Is this week 5?
Yeah.
I can't remember if he had a 4.
Week 7. He can play week 7 against the Raiders.
Yeah, he had a 6 game suspension.
I'm going to run with the Jags. Fuck it.
I'm going Chiefs.
All right, so we're both on the Rams, we're both on the Vikings, both on the Eagles, both on the Colts, both on the Giants, both on the Cowboys, both on the Panthers. I'm on the Texans, you're on the Ravens. I'm on the Bucks, you're on the Seahawks. Both on the Cards, both on the Lions, both on the Chargers, both on the Bills. And you are on the Chiefs, and I am on the Jags.
All right, so one of us is going to – we could possibly tie this week. We only have 2 games to pick different. And wait, I thought I heard you pick the Saints.
No, I switched.
No, you picked the Saints, right?
No, I switched, motherfucker.
Nah, you wanted the Saints so bad.
I did, but then Scatterboot came into my head. Pause.
Whoa. Man, this is a very suspicious podcast episode.
Scatterboot is a fucking dog. All right,
he's like the modern day Peyton Hillis.
Let's do our fucking picks and get out of here. Our parlay picks. I'm going Colts money line minus 345. That's my pick.
Bills money line. Bills spread against the Patriots.
I know. We are not. No. Never picking the fucking Bills to cover a spread again in my life.
Bills spread against the Patriots.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
What's the spread?
7.5.
Oh, they win by 10. They won by more than that last week.
I don't give a shit. You know what the spread was against the Dolphins?
Like 15. That was crazy. We even took that.
It was like 10 or 12. They win by like 3 or 4.
Bills money line, man. You big ass.
The damn Dolphins, I think.
You hope. God, could you imagine if there was a week where the Saints played the Dolphins? Ew.
Bills are favored by 8.5 right now.
9-point game. Yeah, man, they got that shit. In Orchard Park.
Or we could do Bills money line minus 455. Or
oh my God, no.
They
win 35 cents.
108.
Give me what's
Oh,
the
okay.
over under for the Panthers Dolphins game?
74. Just kidding. 45 and a half.
Give me the under on the Panthers Dolphins game. No, give me the Bills money line. It's not a big actually. What's the Cowboys money line?
Cowboys are minus 142 to beat the Jets.
Give me the Cowboys money line.
Ravens are underdogs against the Texans. They're plus 102. Or do you not have that much faith in them? Or the Giants are plus 102.
Against the Saints?
Yep. Saints
But that is our third pick.
Huh?
But that is our third one in our thing. We'll do all Sunday picks.
So you want Cowboys money line, you said?
Yep.
Minus 142. And then what'd you say for our both one? Giants money line or the Saints?
Yeah, Giants money line over the Saints.
Or do we want to do a college game instead?
There's not really any good college games to bet on unless you take A&M, but I think they're probably still favored to win.
Why is Illinois only 9.5 point favorites over Purdue?
Because they lost 70 to fucking 10 or 6, whatever it was, to Indiana.
All right. So we got Giants money line, Cowboys money line, and Colts money line.
Hell yeah.
$10 pays out 44. That's fine.
There we go.
We just need a fucking win.
Yeah, we need to get that $20 we lost the last 2 weeks back.
All right, it's placed.
Nice.
All right, everybody. That's it for this week's podcast. Like I said before, tomorrow I will have a post out on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. We're trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of October. When we reach that mark, we will be doing a giveaway of some sort. We'll talk about it this week and next week or whatever and decide on something. Yeah. Other than that, if you're listening on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe, like the video. Vic, you got anything?
No. Go subscribe and we will see y'all next week.
Yep. See you next Wednesday. Anywhere from 6 to 6:30 is usually when we try to go live. Whatever time I can get to the hotel. Other than that, you guys have a good night.
Have a good night, everyone.